What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm here with the Insecure Recap. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Everybody be sure to like, comment, share, all that good stuff. Look, this episode was strictly about 30 minutes of Issa and Molly's friendship. And I'm going to just sum it up the best way I possibly can. These two friendship. And then, I elaborate a couple thoughts on it. So, this episode, basically, long story short, Schoolboy Q cancels. He can't do Issa's block party. She calling around trying to find a replacement, but she can't. So then she find a local artist or some artist, and the artist actually is under Live Nation, records, and Andrew works there, and Issa would love for Molly to ask Andrew. To ask Andrew if, he could ask this artist to perform or whatever at her block party. Now, ultimately, Molly decided not to ask Andrew. She said she don't think that she's going to ask Andrew because she wants to protect her and Andrew relationship at all costs. And we're going to get into their relationship after we get these, this friendship out of the way. So, Issa and her feelings about it. We almost got 2 mirror rap scenes, but we didn't. And she and her feelings about it. And here's what it boils down to me. Even this episode, Issa says Molly thinks of her, just as she is, or she thinks of her, like whatever, right? Molly don't think Issa is a, let me not say that. Do I feel like Molly is judgmental? Absolutely. Do I like Molly? I absolutely do. Even this episode when they went to Tiffany's house to see the baby, you know how insecure. Ain't no need to even get in your feelings about the time jump. Y'all know how Issa do it. She jumps around month to month or whatever the case is. And Lawrence was there, and Lawrence and Issa was outside talking, and Molly just looking out there, and she just putting it into the atmosphere that them two gonna hunch each other, and she gonna be put in the middle of it to try to fix it. Okay, cool, fine. So, do I believe Molly is judgmental? Absolutely. Is Molly a true friend to Issa? Issa, both of them growing individually as they should. Issa has grown a lot. But her biggest problem is she still relies so much on Molly to fix whatever it is she got going on. Hence, her asking Molly to ask Andrew, can he do this for her? Now, some people may be like, that's not what it is. They friends and this, that, and the third. Correct. However, Molly has the right to say, I'm not gonna ask him to do that just because. Like, she ain't gotta give me a reason just because. And Issa has every right to figure it out for herself. I mean, in seasons past, Molly, in my opinion, has helped Issa as a friend by being messy. Like, Molly helped Issa cheat on Lawrence. Like, it's just. And then, when stuff hit the fan, Molly be right there for Issa. So I just think this is a situation where Molly is who she is, but Issa is going to have to learn to be more independent from Molly. Like, to me, that's just what it comes down to. And I don't think there's nothing more to say than that. Like, Molly, throwing, like they both was throwing shots at each other the last couple episodes, and I don't really care for it, you know what I'm saying? Because they just need to sit down and talk. Maybe it is time for them both to, at least Issa. Molly, she's consumed with work. She's a workaholic. She uses work for every excuse when she don't want to do something or whatever the case is. But Issa, I think it's time for Issa to just find some friends that's on what she on. That's on her level. You feel what I'm saying? Because Molly's just gonna judge Issa, and it is what it is. So, just like, Issa been trying to plan this block party. She been messing up things at her apartment complex with the water. She ain't been coming to see the baby. She don't know where the onesies go, and Molly, lets her know where, you ain't been around. We decided they're gonna go here. Like, it's just a lot. You know what I'm saying? I just think she need to find a group or at least a new best friend. And so that's that. So Lawrence and Issa, I don't know. I don't know if they gonna rekindle the flame or satisfy, scratch the itch, as the old folks would say. I'm not sure, only because I do think Issa is going to be more aware of how Molly thinks of her and going to try to prove her wrong, in a sense. I don't know why I think that, but I do. So I don't think they going to hook up. They may kiss or hold hands or almost do something. I don't know. I don't know. I just really think Issa, because like even when she was having a conversation with Tiffany, like telling, you know, not Tiffany, but Kelly, my bad, Kelly, that Molly been coming for her lately, just talking crazy, etc., etc. Like, she taking note of that. You feel what I'm saying? And you know, Molly, she is who she is. You know what I'm saying? Like, do I think she believes she better than Issa? Absolutely. Like, even with the whole scene when they was pulling up the Tiffany house to park the cars, that was Issa's spot, straight up, bro. Listen, you see, like, you coming up the road, you see the parking spot, you see this girl about to back in parallel, but you say it's your spot. Like, come on now, Molly. Like, we all know how that go. That's the kind of stuff you do when you at the mall and you trying to just get that parking spot or whatever the case is from somebody. You don't do that to a friend unless you think you better than them. And I know that's weak sauce to even bring that up, but you know that was Issa call. That's all I'm saying. You know it was your girl call. You could have let her have it because you come up the street, you saw she was finna back into it, and you can't say you couldn't see that she was finna back into it because that would be a lie, but it is what it is. So, moving on to Molly and Andrew. We all know Molly loves to work. Andrew comes over and she basically, tell him give her till 9 o'clock so they can do the do, and ends up she don't go back into the bedroom till after 1 a.m. So then, they playing a date night, and after date night, he made plans with the fellas to play poker because he told Molly, he was just like, you normally counsel, so I was just making sure I had something to do. And I don't think that he was wrong. I know a lot of people will because, it's quote unquote date night. But with Molly, she changes the plan so much. Like, he texts her like, we still on for this. Oh, I'm still stuck on baby duty, then gotta work, rain check. Like, so for him to have a backup plan just in case she flake out again, I didn't see anything wrong with it. Now, if she was consistent and she did admit to it later in the episode that she usually mess up relationships by this point to where she don't have to, consider who she's dating in her schedule. She just kind of, do what she does. She did say that. So I'm glad she was able to own up to it and realize that this is really a miscommunication on her part because she just not used to doing it. So I'm happy that she said that. So, but the thing of it is, for me, it's just like you postpone and cancel and things run on your time all the time, Molly. And so this time, and the fact that he was willing to call the fellas and counsel kind of made me feel a ways, and like no, she counts on you all the time. Sometimes it's nice to let the partner feel how you feel when you be left hanging. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's not intentional, but the only way to learn from, whatever, how the other partner is feeling is for them to go through it. Because sometimes it's hard to explain it, especially to a workaholic like Molly, who views her job as very prestigious and very needy and all of these things. So she just feels like she got to work. But at the end of the day, Molly, you're in a relationship. I get it. You got to figure out how to make time for Andrew if you're going to be with him, and stop making him, take rain checks. It is what it is. So, because, for me, when I was watching the show, it was so funny because Tiffany was telling a story about how when she was in labor, Derek was cussing out doctors and doing this and doing that. And then, you know, Molly said, you know, that's what you want in a partner, someone to be there for you when you're down, is understanding that can relate to you, and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And Issa made a joke, and she was like, all right, Molly, look at you, Jada, giving red table talk, you know, whoop-de-whoop. And she took offense to it, not realizing the whole time that everything that she said that came out her mouth about what a partner should be and how Andrew is, she didn't realize that was actually hurting her relationship, because it's always her having to take a rain check, and he have to be understanding and find a way to, put her in his schedule or whatever the case is. She didn't realize any of that until he told her, until he went to go play poker. And so, sometimes, I'm saying, I like Molly. You know what I'm saying? I do. I don't know why, but I like her. But sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you got to, I don't even know, man. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, I feel like Andrew, he's a good guy. He wants to make it work with Molly, which is why he, I guess, haven't said nothing up until that point. But at the same time, I feel like Andrew, you can't let her run over you. You got to put your foot down and let her know how you feel, or show her how you be feeling when she be calling for a rain check, etc., etc. So that's pretty much all I got on the episode. It was a fluke short episode. Not to mention, I'm sure Lawrence told Condola not to return Issa calls. Like, maybe y'all need to, work on a different type of friendship or whatever the case is. But it is what it is, man. Y'all let me know what y'all thought in the comment section down below. Be sure to subscribe, like the video, comment, all that good stuff. I'm gonna holler at y'all folks later. Happy Monday. Peace.